Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of The Secret of Monkey Island. When last we left young Threepwood, he was being told by the voodoo priestess that sometime in the future something may happen with which she may inform him of what it is after it does. At which point, she vanished in a puff of smoke and left us with a rubber chicken, with a pulley in the middle. I think it's a fair trade. So, with that, we're gonna head out back into the world at large to find our way. You know, it's always 10 o'clock at night. Always 10 o'clock at night. Even in the day, it's 10 o'clock at night, you know? Yes?
Hello? Anybody in here? Hello?
You know, bad things could happen to a person in a dark, deserted alley like this one. And at this time of night, nobody would be around to see it.
Well, that's fairly ominous. Are you telling me not to come into dark alleys, or are you just informing me about what's going to happen?
Yeah, and bad things happen to people who sneak up on other people from behind.
So, you're gonna give me a little attitude, huh? I'd better get your name.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm new in town.
Listen, Peepwood.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, whatever your name is, listen. I'm the sheriff around here. Sheriff Fester Shinetop. Take it from me. This is a bad time to be visiting Melee Island. A very bad time. My advice to you is to find somewhere else to take your vacation. Somewhere safer.
Boy, I feel much better knowing there's an officer of the law around.
I would probably feel safer too if he hadn't told us to leave town. You have to wonder what kind of sheriff it would be if he comes up to you in a dark alley, informs you that bad things can happen to people, places like this, and then tells you that it's best if you get out of town because it's not safe. Confusing, but, you know, he's probably not a very good sheriff. Ooh, circus.
Oh, a circus! I love a circus!
I wonder if they have an elephant. If so, there's a rat that I think could meet them. Alright, so we're going to bypass all the buildings here, church and jail, right next to each other. Perfect combination. Going to go right out here to the lonely, deserted governor's mansion. Yeah, see, governor's mansion right there. The deadly piranha poodle in its natural habitat.
I don't think I can get past them.
And why would you want to? They're so cute and fluffy and full of sharp teeth and licks. Ugh. I don't know what deadly piranha poodle eat, but whatever they eat, I'm sure they've had their fill of pirate every now and again. So now we will go to jail, because as a mighty pirate, eventually we have to spend time in jail. But it looks like the cell is full. Hello.
You gotta get me out of here! I'm a victim of society!
Not to mention halitosis. Ugh.
Hey, it's hard to keep my breath minty fresh when there's nothing to eat in here but rats.
That's true. Well, we can't talk to him because he has crappy breath. And what's funny about that is when I first played the game, I didn't know what halitosis was. So, of course, they explain that he has cruddy breath, and that's where we go and try to find a way to talk to him a little better. Okay, look at sign. Hello.
Ring bell for service.
Okay.
It never fails. I step away from the counter for 2 seconds and some idiot's already ringing that stupid bell.
Maybe you shouldn't put up the sign that says ring bell for service?
What do you want?
Service. Why else would I have read the bell? I'm looking for the solar mass of Media Island. Let's ask for breath mints, why not?
I could really use a breath mint.
Whew, you're telling me. Here, take one. Please. Take the whole roll. That'll be 1 piece of 8. What else do you want?
Well, nothing now that I'm down a piece of 8. You know, what's funny about the game is the game shows pieces of 8 as coins. And pieces of 8 are technically coins, but the reason why they call them pieces of 8 is because there's 1 coin that can be split up into 8 pieces. So therefore, we technically, by definition, have had 16 pieces of 8. Now we have only 8 pieces of 8. Or 1 piece of 8 pieces. Which really makes no sense in the long run, because if you're cutting up your money, how are you supposed to put it back together once you've collected? I mean, when you collect 8 pieces of 8, do you glue them back together and then chip a piece off? I don't know exactly how it worked, but a piece of 8 was actually a coin that could be split into 8 pieces. It doesn't make much sense.
I think I'd just like to browse.
Hey, this ain't no boutique. Don't take all day.
It's nighttime, so I won't. Ooh, sword!
Slashmaster. When you want a sword as sharp as your wit.
Well, we're gonna need a sword that's sharper than our wit. And a shovel. Oh no. Feel free, Guybrush. Take your time up the stairs, buddy.
Don't
We want you to fall.
Digmaster. The only shovel for serious treasure hunting enthusiasts.
Well, I don't know if I'm a serious treasure hunting enthusiast, but I'm enthusiastic, so I guess that's at least one half of what I'm looking for. Let's talk to the guy and see if we can finagle this.
What do you want?
Piece. Yes?
About this shovel.
Yeah, what about it?
How much is it?
Oh, another would-be treasure hunter, eh? That'll cost you 75 pieces of 8.
75 pieces of 8? I don't have that much.
Then you better go put it back.
Okay, fine, whatever you say. Old guy's running one of those monopolies again. Everyone on this island has a monopoly. He's got a monopoly on items you need to run treasure chests and swords and
Is there something here that maybe you can afford?
Is the air free? We're not going to ask about the Swordmaster yet, because I know how it goes down. Well, yeah, why not?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
The Swordmaster of Melee Island? Now, I don't know. See, nobody knows the whereabouts of her secret hideout. Nobody except me. I'd have to go and ask her if it's okay to show you the way. I guess I could hike all the way over there. Once. I'll be right back. And don't touch anything!
Okay, I won't touch anything. Except with maybe my eyes. Aha. Follow the old guy. I'll find you, old guy. You can't get away from me. I, Guybrush Threepwood, future mighty pirate, am coming for your tasty treats. Just don't get too close. You know how it is when you tell these people. You have to stay within a certain number of meters and outside a certain number of meters. Otherwise, they'll see you. The mission will fail and you'll have to start over again at your checkpoint. As a matter of fact, I've never had a time when I've outrun the guy I'm following, but it's a possibility. Okay, there's an old guy passed through here, didn't there? Aha! Storekeeper! Follow the storekeeper. Where you going, old guy? I hope he doesn't make this too difficult. Where are we going? You know, I'm sure if you actually followed it, the path just leads back on itself and you end up like going 2 squares to the left. I remember at one point I found this on accident, and I don't believe you can activate the sign if you find it on accident. Oh look, she's dancing. How nice.
I better just stay back here and eavesdrop.
Okay.
Hello again, Carla.
I thought I told you to get lost.
Actually, I'm here on business. This kid come into my store, see?
Face it, you crusty old lech. You'd make any excuse just to come out here and bother me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, cut it out. I'm sick of it. Take a hike and don't come out here again. Someone might follow you, and then I'd become another Melee Island tourist attraction.
Hey, it's your loss, baby.
Yeah, right. Now scram.
It's too late. I've found you, Carla. The end is nigh. Now, we can't fight Carla, of course, because we don't have a sword. So I have to run about and find things. Alright, so I know what we need to do, and I know where we need to go. We're gonna head to the village. Because otherwise, there's no point. Because we need money. Lots of money. Like any adventure game, you need large amounts of dash. And of course, we don't have any. We only have a very teeny tiny amount of dash. Actually, we have exactly 1 dash. Or 1 piece of 8 dash. Or 8 pieces of 1 dash. You know what I mean. Now, once again, we have to wait. But this time, we have no choice. Stand clear of the door. Wait quietly. Watch. And hunt the mighty innkeeper. Of course, you can just listen to the music, too. And watch the mighty pirates swilling their grog.
Cozy.
Aha! I've released the storekeep. Okay, we are going to pick up our meat. We are going to pick up our pot. We are going to open the door. Random seagull. Oh, no, you don't. That's my fish. Get off it, bird.
I think it's a herring.
Oh, that's sort of help. Thank you. Mine! It's a red herring. I wonder if it'll be a joke. Actually, I think the joke is that it is a red herring, except it's not. So the irony is in the fact that it literally is a red herring versus well, the idea of a red herring. A red herring, of course, being a false lead and usually dealing with spies. So, if there were an item in your inventory that was a red herring that you didn't use on anything, then yeah, sure, high potential chance that that would be a thing. Alright, now where are we going? Swordmaster, clearing. I think we have to go... No, clearing of lights. Clearing, I think, is where we need to go. Yes, to the clearing! Because there's a circus in town. And we must go to the circus. We must visit and see the clowns and the elephants.
I get in the cannon, but the gunpowder makes me sneeze.
Well, I can't do it. I hurt my hand taming the lions last week.
I hardly think that little scratch compares to my chronic allergy. You get in the cannon.
You don't have any allergies, you faker. You get in the cannon.
No, you get in the cannon.
No, you get in the cannon.
Slacker,
Loser.
ruffian,
Fop.
weasel,
Weevil.
miscreant.
Nice.
Toady.
I'm selling these fine, Jack.
Say there, son, how'd you like the chance
A once-in-a-lifetime chance.
to perform an amazing feat?
A death-defying feat.
Well, not so death-defying, really.
Dangerous feat.
No, not dangerous at all,
An easy feat.
but exciting,
With the amazing
adventurous, acrobatic,
and exceedingly well-known
fabulous, flying.
Ferrucini brothers.
That's us,
My brother Alfredo.
and my brother Bill.
Sound good?
Good.
It's very simple, really.
See that cannon over there?
Where?
All you have to do,
Is get in the cannon,
and we'll shoot you out of it.
across the room.
Quite safe, actually.
So, what do you say?
Not much after the massive head trauma I'm about to receive. So we have Alfredo and Bill Fettuccini. Well, at least they're not the Fanuccis. Ah, money. This is what we're looking for now.
How much will you pay me?
How about 478 pieces of 8?
That's an oddly specific number of pieces of 8. And if you combine it with the 2 that I originally had, rather than the 1 I currently have in my pocket, that leads up to exactly 480 pieces of 8. I'm not sure if that number is significant or not. But 478 pieces of 8 is 478 pieces of 8 more than what we currently have. And can buy us a few really nifty things that we're going to need to become a pirate. So yeah, I'm good for it.
Okay, sounds good.
Have you got a helmet?
Of course I have a helmet. What sort of idiot do you take me for?
Well, let's have it.
We want to be sure.
That it's safe.
Wouldn't want you hurt.
No, siree.
Alright. So, our helmet is going to be a pot.
Ah, that will work as a helmet.
Now we can do the trick.
Step right over here, son.
Now, put on your helmet,
And get in the cannon.
and we'll take care of the rest.
Echo!
It works!
Oh, I'm so relieved.
Hey!
Are you okay?
Now, there's two things that I love about this next line. One, it's upside down and backwards, much the same way that Guybrush currently is. Two, it's the second line that is taken from another game. The first one is taken from Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, possibly Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, depending on whether Atlantis came after or before this, but there's a line, the one I chose, which is, I'm selling these fine leather jackets, which is something that Jones says in order to get past a guard, or at least get his attention. Now, in this one, although you can't technically read it unless you can read upside down and backwards, the, well, let's say top line, in this case bottom, this line here, says, I'm Bobbin, are you my mother? And that is actually a quote from Loom, because Bobbin, Threadbare, from Loom, is searching for his mother. That's the point of the game. So, now this one, of course, says, where is my helmet? And though I am curious about where my helmet might have gone, I like funny better, so let's do this.
I'm Bobbin. Are you my mother?
He's all right!
Hooray! We are spared an embarrassing and financially debilitating lawsuit.
Here is your money, sir.
Just a recompense for aiding us.
The basic theory is fine.
We just need to change the aim a bit.
I'll try it next.
No, I'll do it next.
No, me!
No, me!
Slacker!
Loser!
Ruffian!
Fuck!
Well, we solved one argument at least. Got a lot of money. And suffered a concussion. All in all, it's been a good day. Let's see if it can be more exciting. Alright, a couple of things we need to do. We got some dirty, rotten pirates running about, but there's not much we can do with them right now. So we're going to head down this way towards the glowing lights. Oh no, there appears to be a troll here.
Stop! You must pay a toll.
Because if we don't pay no toll, then you don't get no roll?
Stand aside, troll. I'm a mighty pirate.
You're no pirate. While the town drunk could out-insult you on his back. And probably would.
I can out-insult anybody, you brainless clay doppelganger.
I once owned a dog that was smarter than you. Take that and stick it in your repertoire. None shall pass.
I'm having an image of the bridge collapsing and him falling to his death.
None. You can't pass until you pay the toll.
Well, then what's the toll?
How much is the toll?
Well, what have you got?
Nothing of consequence, I think. I don't wish to give him any of this.
Nothing of consequence.
I want something that'll attract attention, but have no real importance.
No. So these are some things I have here. Construction paper jockey shorts? A monkey leash with 3 collars.
A monkey leash with 3 collars?
Don't be silly. You have 3 chances to give me what I want. Then I eat ya.
Okay, well,
None shall pass.
I feel that a red herring may not actually be of consequence.
Ah, a red herring. Pass.
I like how he telekinetically brought the club back. So that's the last time we have to deal with Mr. Trolley Lolly Lolly. But I find it funny that the red herring is indeed exactly what it is. It's a red herring. It is something that attracts attention, but without having any real consequence. The definition of a red herring. Well, one of the definitions of a red herring. Let's take a look at our sign.
Captain Smirk's Big Body Pirate Gym. Prices. Sword training, 30 pieces of weight. Cannon firing, 160 pieces of weight. Balls extra. Grappling hook, 130 pieces of weight. Hook extra.
Oh man, I was hoping for that grappling hook class, but that's expensive. Let's go see if we can learn how to sword. Oh, wait. Can't learn how to sword fight without a sword, can we? Ah, fate, you are a fickle mistress. Let's head back to, well, we can stop by the lights. I guess we're out here in the area. I did say we would, and then we didn't, and I would hate to be a liar. Stan's previously owned vessels. Oh, yeah.
Spiffy.
I know, right?
Welcome to Stan's Previously Owned Vessels. I'm off searching the globe right now for the finest in previously owned marine transportation. Have a look around. I'll be right back. Stan.
I'd like to know exactly how Stan can be right back on the open sea using sails, but hey, whatever. Ooh, grog.
Grog. Diet grog. Cherry grog. Grog classic. Caffeine-free grog. And root beer.
Don't like that root beer. It's not grog. We got lots of boats we can take a look at.
Dull, dull, dull.
Like your old man. What about this ominous-looking boat out here that's half sunk in the water?
I'm surprised this one is still afloat.
I'll take it! If it hasn't sunk yet, most likely it won't. At least, that's the assumption that you can make. It's probably not the best assumption to make, but it's one of many that you can make. So Stan's not here to help us out, but the music's nice. So let's head back to the village, because we have things that we need to do. And again, we don't have to deal with Trolley Lolly Lolly, which is nice. Not even sure why they have the troll there. I honestly think the troll was just there specifically for the red herring joke. They're like, we need a joke. We don't have enough. We had a few, but we're missing one, a very important one. They're like, well, at the beginning of the game, why don't we put down a troll on a bridge? And in order to get past him, you need to give him a red herring. Except it's a real red herring, thus making it, I want to say poignant, but ironic and truthful at the same time. Ironic and literal at the same time. He literally wants a red herring, but the definition that he gives, of course, is not for a real red herring, thus making it ironic and literal at the same time. Thus making it no longer a joke, and it's now just a puzzle. Alright, let's go buy some things.
Hey, where'd you go?
Mars?
I hike halfway across the island to try and get you a reservation with the Swordmaster, who, by the way, says you can go jump in the lake. And when I come back, whew, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again.
Will do. But first I'm going to take your shovel. Because that is a nice shovel, and I want it. Its pixels are all in the right place. Then they're going to take the sword. Because I need a sword, and oddly enough, on an island full of pirates, mighty and otherwise...
Can I help you?
Probably not. I was speaking. Anyway, on an island full of pirates, mighty and otherwise, no one has a sword except you, the one guy not using one.
What do you want?
I would like this sword.
About this sword.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Best 100 pieces of eight you ever spent. What else do you want?
I need to dig my own grave.
About this shovel.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Oh, it'll pay for itself, believe me. Yeah, you'll dig up 75 pieces of eight in no time. But hey, save some treasure for the rest of us, would you? What else do you want?
I feel like there's an inside joke here that I'm not currently aware of, and that later I may regret.
I think I'd just like to browse.
Okay, but don't put your lips on anything.
I hadn't planned on it, but now that you mention it, I'm wondering if there's a... No, not finishing that thought. Goodbye, shopkeep. You have a nice time. Alright, so now we got our halitosis cure, a sharp object, and a sword. We're gonna go ahead and go over here and give this gentleman some of these things. Because we need him to speak to us.
Oh, Grago mint. How refreshing. Thanks. So, have you come to release me?
Who are you?
My name is Otis. At least I think it is. I've been in here so long I can hardly remember. You gotta get me out of here before I lose my mind completely. Can't you see? I'm innocent.
I can see that from here. You look like an innocent person.
But why are you in jail if you're innocent?
I was framed. I didn't touch the stupid flowers.
What flowers?
The yellow Konish in dormi flowers in the forest. It's against the law to pick them.
Let's go break some laws. Pick some flowers. Stand on some lawns that say no loitering. Throw garbage on the ground next to a trash can. Oh yes! We are well on our way to being a mighty pirate.
Sheriff Shinetop sure is a jerk, isn't he?
No kidding. Fester Shinetop is the meanest man on Melee Island. Luckily, the governor keeps him in check most of the time. We used to have a fair, decent man for a sheriff, but he recently died under mysterious circumstances. If you ask me, I think the new sheriff had something to do with it.
I think you've said enough, Otis.
Whoops.
I hope you haven't been taking this filthy vagrant too seriously. He'd say anything to avoid paying his debt to society.
Well...
He seems innocent to me. Why don't you let him out?
Maybe you should mind your own business, stranger. I'll decide who's innocent and who's guilty around here.
Sorry.
Look, I don't know what you're up to. But whatever it is, it's probably illegal. So forget it. Wherever you go on Melee, I'll be watching. And if you try any monkey business, you'll end up in here for good.
Man, is he a pill or what? You see what I have to put up with? You better go before you get us both in trouble.
But wait, there's more.
Come to interrogate the prisoner again, huh?
So, how's the food in there?
Oh, you know, the usual. Slop, grog, gruel, rats, bugs, and body lice if I can catch them. I have a carrot cake my Aunt Tilly made, even though she knows I detest carrot cake. Actually, the cook at the bar is an old friend of mine, and sometimes he sneaks me food, like pork trimmings, mostly feet and lips, but once in a while, he brings this really odd rump roast.
Odd rump roast. Oh god.
What was so odd about the rump roast?
Well, it's the only rump roast I ever seen with a prehensile tail.
It's a monkey roast.
So who'd want to frame you?
I don't know who exactly. I think it was a conspiracy. And if there's one type of piracy I don't like, it's conspiracy. Look, I like visitors and everything, but I don't have much more to say. Plus, my throat's getting dry from all this talking. Why don't you go find someone else to talk to? It's not like I'm the only pirate left on the island or anything.
You might actually be. I thought he would give me something, but...
I told you! I don't have much more to say.
Oh, no, okay, yeah, we're not going to get anything out of him. Fine, I am out, good sir. You have yourself a fine time without me. From here, there's more things to do. Now we have a sword and a shovel. Two very good melee weapons. However, I'm pretty sure, for the purposes of this particular endeavor, we will require the one with the pointy end. Actually, now that I think about it, I could describe the sword or the shovel, but I am, of course, speaking of the sword. So let's go ahead and head back the way we came. Because that way, madness lies. Ah, it's such a nice walk. Out in the dark, in the moonlight, going the way of the dodo. Such a tiny pixel. By the time he gets up there, he's made of like 4 pixels. But yeah, he still looks like Guybrush, even at that distance. Alright, back to the house. We could pick some flowers. I think, yeah, you can get to the fork in the road. We could pick some flowers, but we will do that in a minute, because at the moment, that's not the most important thing. Oh no, there are more important things, like learning how to sword fight. But before we go through that endeavor, it is, of course, time. So next time we will learn from Captain Smirk how to stab, swash, and buckle to the best of our abilities. So for now, I'd like to go ahead and thank you all very much for joining me, 4KB Short, on this Let's Play of The Secret of Monkey Island, and I'll see you guys next video.